So my name is Richard Stride and I'm the Artistic Director of the Groundlings Theatre. So it's a Georgian theatre. It was actually built in 1784, which was actually prior to the ban was lifted. So up until 1788 there was a ban on theatre. So theatres were often called halls, and sometimes they put music in a play to get round the ban, and they became known as music halls, which then became musicals. So it's the sort of the birth of the musical, basically. This had a theatre upstairs and a schoolhouse downstairs, and eventually the schoolhouse took over the whole building, and then it's been, in the last 8 years, renovated back into what it used to be like, with a theatre, and then also teaching for drama school and various other things as well. So we're very close to Gunwharf Quays, so we're sort of sandwiched between Gunwharf Quays and the historic dockyard, and we're a little bit back because originally this road here would have been one of the main roads into Portsmouth, because Portsmouth in 1784 would have been much, much smaller than it is today. So this was one of the main sort of high streets. Now it's very much a residential road, so it's just a little bit back from the heart. Starting on the 16th of November, right the way through to the 25th, is Charles Dickens's Christmas Carol, which is very apt because we have a link with Charles Dickens. His mother actually went into labour upstairs in the main theatre, and that was in 1812. She then was transported back to Old Commercial Road, where the birthplace actually took place the next morning. So it's nice to have that link, historical link to Charles Dickens. And very much traditional going on the book itself as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And then after that we have our pantomime this year, which is probably the greatest pantomime of all, which is Cinderella, and that runs from the 1st of December right the way through to the 6th of January. And all these three shows have what's called, in theatrical terms, a rep system. So that means the actors are going from one show to the next to the next. They're having to, while they're performing one, they're rehearsing for the other, etc. And this is probably one of the only theatres in the whole of Hampshire that are actually doing a rep season at the moment. So it's quite unusual. In fact, there are only two producing houses in the whole of Hampshire, which is ourselves and the Nuffield Theatre. A lot of theatres are what's called receiving houses. That means that they have shows that they buy in, or they come into the theatre, but they don't actually produce their own work. So it's great that that we're doing something different by actually producing our own productions and making our own shows.